Hey, it's Birdman. Time for another community shout. Hanging out here in the Birdman Media Studios. Hello to all the viewers on WMI-TV and also Sholo TV. You know, we're off to another week, and want to remind everyone that there's no fires in the forest. That way we don't end up with a forest fire. So no campfires. You can still go out and camp. Most of the forest, you got to check ahead to see if the area is open because they're going to have some closures coming up. Just be aware that that's going on. It's stage 3 fire restrictions. That means you can't use anything anywhere except propane. You can't even smoke outside of your house or your car. So be aware of that. And please just let's make sure that we have a forest here at the end of summer. That'd be nice. Hey, we're going to start off this morning with Steve Beardsley. How are you?
I'm terrific, Rob. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you here. So you're going to talk about Sholo Senior Center, right?
Yes, I am. We have an exciting event coming up that we believe will appeal to all of our seniors in the White Mountain area. That's on May 30th at the Sholo Senior Center. We'll begin about 10 o'clock and run until 3 in the afternoon.
Very cool. What kind of events can people? What kind of events is it, or is it that, so to speak? And then what's going on? What are the individual activities?
We're having a wide variety of different folks come in and present subjects that are applicable to the healthy lifestyle of our senior citizens. The 30th is actually kind of a national senior health day. And to promote that, our activities director has put together, we think, a rather exciting lineup of different folks to demonstrate everything from activities in swimming pools to other health issues and
yeah, just running down the list here. I mean, I can see you've got like Tai Chi, you've got healthy eating, a health clinic with Dr. Trevor Sexton. Kittles is going to be there as well. The area agency on aging, and like you said, the swimming pool, and knowledge is power from a Dr. Jared Hall. And I don't know what a DPM is, but I'll bet you he'll tell you then.
I think our activity director could.
Oh, very good. Cool.
Yeah. But all kinds of different subjects. Some will be presenting little seminars. Others are there to answer questions and to get the word out to our community that, hey, there's stuff going on to help you have a happy, healthy lifestyle.
And the cost is going to be
free.
Free, okay. But if you want to do lunch, it's just $7, huh?
$7. That's our wingding price, normal price for anyone and everyone that comes into the senior center at we serve at 11:30.
I defy you to find lunch anywhere else for cheaper than that. $7.
And that includes dessert.
There you go. Cool.
Yeah.
So anything else that people should know? It's free, like you said. It's from the time is from 10 to 3?
10 to 3.
Okay.
May 30th. So please come down, enjoy, learn something, and just have a good time participating.
Very good. Awesome. Thank you very much. Once again, Steve Beardsley with the Sholo Senior Center.
Sholo Senior Center. Thank you, Rob.
Sir. Thank you for your time. That's going to be it for that. So hang on just a second. We'll be right back with another person. Okay, still hanging out here in the Birdman Media Studio. Now we've got the dancers. That's right. It's White Mountain Ballet. Is that it?
It is Ballet.
Ballet.
White Mountain.
White Mountain.
Because my
other way around.
Business is Ballet.
Okay, and you're located in
Pinetop.
Okay, very awesome. I've seen the building, I think, driving by. Now, is that the actual studio there, too?
Yes.
Okay, because it doesn't look like very studio-esque from the outside, but...
I know, it looks like a wonderful cabin.
Yeah.
And we've got actually 2 studios in that building.
Wow. Very cool. And that's with the mirrors and the bar and all that kind of stuff, right?
Absolutely.
So, we've got Joseph, right?
Yes, sir.
And we've got Linda. Now, you don't look like a ballet guy. I just got to say this, you know?
I know. Imagine that. Do RV repair and then take off the clothes and put on the dance clothes, and away we go.
Very good. So I like that because, you know, growing up in the area that I grew up as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and we had a lot of the guys that were in ballet that did the receivers. Lynn Swan was one that was probably specifically memorable to a lot of people, and that was always the cool thing about it is ballet actually takes a lot of strength, doesn't it?
That's correct, and I think so often it's underestimated. People stop at the tights, so to speak, and they forget. Again, you're constantly defying gravity, basically. So I look forward to, as a guy, being able to show people, kids, for example, that hey, it's all right, it's cool. It's the cool part about it is it's building muscle with a purpose.
Yeah. And you know, it's funny because a lot of karate and ballet use of similar type disciplines.
Well,
So
it's interesting you say that, because when I was going to college, I took a karate course and got there at the first class, and teacher says do this, and I do this and do that, and I do that, and so at the end of the class she goes, so how long you been taking martial arts? And I said, I never did. She goes, what? I said, no, I never did. She would not believe me.
right.
Because I just did everything, executed everything so well.
So and then did you test in pretty high in belts?
It was just one course in college.
Oh, okay.
So, at that point, it was over when it was over. But yeah, it was,
Very cool.
I exceeded her expectations for sure.
Awesome. Well, we're here to talk about an event that's happening, right?
You bet. You
So
bet.
tell us
June
what-
2nd,
Okay. Tell us what's going on, Linda.
a dance night at the movies, which is going to be a ball of fun. It's going to be just a little over an hour and packed full. So all the movies that moved you, that you loved, that you hear them and you just start swinging and tapping your feet and having fun.
Right.
We got them. We got them. And the dancers have been working really hard to give the greatest show they can give.
Awesome. Now, this is not because I heard you say this the other day, so I'm going to go out. I'm not going to go out on a limb too far, but this is not the little kids recital thing where we're like, oh look, this is an actual really power packed.
I really strive for a performance rather than a recital. Yes, there's children in it. This is their big show,
Okay.
but I have had people that don't even know me or have a child in the performance come up and say, "You put on a professional show."
Good.
So that's what we're working for.
Okay. What else do we need to know about? And now there's more than one performance, correct?
Yes, it'll be at 2:00, a matinee,
Okay.
and an evening performance at 7.
Okay. So if you're going to one of the 6,000 events that are going on that weekend,
I know.
just kidding. You can time it out, so you can either go to the early one or the later one.
Right.
Makes it a kind of and the performance is how long again?
Just over an hour.
Just over an hour. Okay, so it's not
you know.
exceedingly long. It's almost one bathroom break. Like you can almost pan it in. Like those of us with kids, it's like, how many bathroom breaks do we got to break this down into? So we could actually get through the whole thing and not have to have a bathroom break. That's awesome.
I've had mothers come up after a performance and tell me their 3-year-old was just mesmerized.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Very good.
we love it.
So anything else that we need to know? Cost.
It's $10 for an adult, $5 for a child, and 3 and under free.
Very
So-
good.
Yeah,
Awesome.
tickets can be purchased at either Chambers or online. And what's the online?
Okay, it's 2 like tutu.
Right.
Tix, Tix
Okay.
.com
Okay.
/ and then it's our studio spelled out. Ballet, White Mountains with an S.
With an S. Got to add
And-
that S in there.
and the /.
Okay.
That's it. And that'll take you right to
So we'll put that.
purchase.
What we'll do is we'll put the link down below so you can just click on it and go.
Perfect.
terrific.
That'll make it easy.
Thank you.
And do you
Thank
have a Facebook page?
You bet.
Yeah,
Ballet
I bet
White
you,
Mountains.
I bet you can find the tickets there too. So,
Yeah.
so the easy ways. I always like taking the easy way out instead of getting typing going. Just click and go. So,
Just another thing also in regards to, even though we are Ballet White Mountains and ballet is a big focus, we also have, we're developing a theater, music theater part of that as well.
very cool.
So it really is becoming not just a dance, but almost a variety show in essence. So we have a variety. Again, we have a lady who's a wonderful singer who is also a teacher and just is absolutely wonderful with the kids. Her name is Shani,
Right.
and local resident as well. So there's just it just keeps changing and evolving to really what I see as a beautiful show. For example, we also did a little thing for Solterra, the adult care center over here, and just great feedback with that, as well as I was so impressed because I didn't see one of Linda's little kids, the young ones. And what age group was that?
Those were 6 and 7.
Now, the 6 and 7 did Thumbelina, and it wasn't just it wasn't just a oh, that's my kid up there. It was
Right.
a neat little performance, a
Very
neat
cool.
little.
Yeah, they loved them.
So I think a lot to offer.
Awesome. So Ballet White Mountains, make sure you check that out. We'll put the link down below. Thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate it.
Super.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Rob,
Very cool.
thank you very much.
Still hanging out here at the Birdman Media Studios, and joining me now, a guy that knows his way around a microphone. Hey, Aaron,
Hey.
how you doing?
Doing well.
Aaron Casey, now with the Pinetop Lakeside Chamber of Commerce. You're the executive director, is that correct?
Correct.
I didn't know if they changed the name up there. Different chambers do things differently. I found that kind of funny. And then sometimes they'll just switch right in the middle of the river. And you're like, what?
Yeah, no, everything's as far as I know.
Yep, executive director. Very good.
Yes.
Cool. So how long you been there now?
Since April 2nd.
April 2nd. Hey, that's my birthday.
Wow.
So now it's going to be year anniversary on my birthday.
What are you, like 64 now?
Yeah, right. Thanks. Hey, so things are going along pretty well there. You've got some events coming up. I know you guys just had a
Perk up?
perk up, but before that you had a chamber flick. I don't know. We should rename that because
We put out a competition, and
Yep.
I'm letting everybody know right now.
Oh.
If you can come up with a catchy name for the flick with the chamber, then you just send it to us at Aaron, that's AARON, at PinetopLakesideChamber.com.
we'll put his link down below.
Yeah, and then whoever wins it, whoever we say has the most catchy phrase, they get 2 tickets to the next flick with the chamber that I'm calling for now.
Yeah.
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia. So I'll put in cinema at the chamber. But anyways, we'll figure out something. Somebody come up with a name. That'll be fun.
We've already had a couple good submissions. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're here to talk about events, activities, of
Yes.
course, because it is the chamber. What do you got going on?
Well, first off, I want to start off with some ribbon cuttings that we got going on. This Friday, which is what date?
That is the, yeah, sure. Don't do that to us. We can't do that. It's the 20-something.
20-something. Okay.
right.
Yeah, the 20-something this Friday coming up. We're going to be doing a ribbon cutting for Comfort Inn and Suites at 2 p.m., and that is up in Lakeside.
Okay. And then your next one is?
Our next one will be June 2nd, and that is on a Saturday at 11 o'clock with Hush Bakehouse.
Hush Bakehouse. So the 25th is this coming Friday, just so we know.
There we go.
I pulled up a calendar. So.
I like how you had to wait a half hour for your Apple to bring up the
Oh,
calendar.
yeah, sure. Here we go. Apple versus
Mac.
PC stuff now.
Or Mac versus PC, Windows. Sorry, I have to do it.
Hey,
I
well,
also want to talk about the High Mountain Beer Music Fest. That is coming up on June 23rd, 1 o'clock till 8 p.m. We've got a bunch of great bands. We have Dirty Sunset, L West, Charles, Ellsworth, and The Glides.
Very cool.
It's going to be a fun event. And while I got the time, I'm going to jump all the way into July as well. Is that all right?
Yeah, absolutely. Why
All right.
not?
So we've designated an area as a firework-free zone. Right now, probably this whole mountain will be a firework-free zone.
Quite possibly, yes.
We'll see. But we're doing our first ever, the inaugural Mutt Strut.
Okay.
So what it is, it's a 5K Mutt Strut walk or run. You bring your pooch with you, your dog, and you just enjoy the day with a costume contest. There'll be a pooch parade, agility contest, best pet trick contest, pet owner look-alike contest. I'm afraid to win that one. Best tail wag contest. I'm sure that's for the dogs, not for us. As well as the biggest, smallest dog contest. Family with pet photos will be available. We're also going to have a VIP pet promenade vendors, a flealess market, and right now I believe Pet Allies said that they'll bring out a few dogs. If you don't have a dog of your own and you're looking, that you can walk with you that day. And then afterwards, after everything, they're going to be doing microchipping
Oh, cool.
for, I think, $15, and they're going to do free toenail clippings. And at the end of the night, the town of Pinetop Lakeside has said, hey, we're going to do our movie in the park, and we're going to just go ahead and we're going to see the movie, which is Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound. Got to be dog-based or
Yeah.
animal-based. Yeah, there you go.
And it's the only time that they're going to allow pets on the field.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
So, yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
So you can adopt a pet and have your first movie with it. There you
right.
go.
There you go.
Very cool.
And if you really like the pet, they said, and you aren't sure if you want to adopt it or if you don't have the time for a pet, but you still want to hang out with the dog that day, then they might bring them back for the movie for you so you can have a cuddle partner.
Very cool. Awesome.
Somewhere to wipe your tears.
Cool. Anything else that you want to bring up or just remind people about?
Just if you are not a chamber member yet and you're interested, then come by, stop by, go to our website, pinetoplakesidechamber.com. There's a link there, and we'll let you know all the information about what the chamber can do for you.
Very cool. So we'll link that down below. You can just click on it instead of having to type anything. That's the
That's
nice thing
true.
about this. And make sure, yeah, like you said, stop by. And of course, remember, stage 3 restrictions. So no campfires.
That's right.
No smoking outdoors, just in your car or in your house or in your building. So, yeah. And if
No,
you're
that-
staying in a motel, you got to check with them as to where you're allowed to do it.
I was going to say, well, there's really, besides car and house, there's no place else really you
Yeah,
can
no, there
smoke.
isn't. Usually you're in your car or at a hotel. So sorry
Yeah.
about that. But we want to make sure we have a forest. Otherwise, there's no point to come up and go to the forest if it isn't there.
Right, like for the High Mountain Beer and Music Fest.
Right. So, and
June 23rd.
June
1 to 8
23rd. Oh,
p.m.
you did have something else.
I know, I talked about
Oh,
it
you did
already.
talk
I'm
about
just
it. Okay.
replugging
You
it.
zip through them. So yeah, and that's always a fun event. So the bands do you have what your bands are?
Yeah, Dirty Sunset, El West, Charles Ellsworth, and the Glides.
The Glides, very cool. So and you can buy obviously those tickets
Yep,
at
online.
the chamber or online.
Yeah, most of our stuff is online. You can buy almost everything that we have.
Very cool.
Buy it online.
Awesome. Hey, thanks Aaron for your time today.
No problem. Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
Birdman.
Hey, hang out. Got another person, and we'll be right back. Hanging out here in the Birdman Media Studios now. It's another update with the Navajo County Public Health Services District. And with me, I have Allison Hepner. How are you?
Very good.
Good. So today we're going to talk about nutrition, right?
Yeah, the Arizona Health Zone.
Okay. So talk to me a little bit about what that is and how it's a service that's provided to the community.
So this is one of our programs that public health provides to the whole community. And what it does is it supports a healthy community and a healthy lifestyle. And it's funded through the USDA. The USDA provides the curriculum to us, and it's all evidence-based. So what the focus is on this is the food systems, active living, school health, early childhood programs conducive to the health and well-being of the whole community. So some food system include for example, retail.
Okay.
So a good example of how we help with retail is get with different grocery stores. We would go in and we'd say, help promote healthier eating by one way is to put all the healthier food at eye level throughout. The other way to do that is to promote the fact that, and everybody knows, most people know this, that all the healthy food is on the outside.
Right.
It's not it's not down the aisles. If you stay the outside, you're going to find your fruits, your veggies, your meat. And so you stay, and then your wheats, and so you stay on the outside. The other system that we have is active living. So with eating well comes exercising. And so this program supports that through by aiding agencies to implement physical activity. So they do this with joint use agreements with different, possibly, for example, they could join with TRAX and help promote what TRAX is doing and getting people involved in TRAX, which is an organization that
And that's
does
the
the trails.
outdoor, the trails, and
Yeah.
all of those activity centers and stuff like that that are built within the community.
Yes, and this program is trying to help support what is there and get people involved in having an active lifestyle, because the more active you are, the healthier you are, the better you eat, the healthier you are, and this can help mitigate diabetes, heart disease, a lot of things that we're finding that are causing us a little bit of unhealthy harm in our future.
Well, sitting around on our butts usually
Yes.
doesn't make us healthy. So that's the thing that, it seems like they're always telling us, go do things, go out and be active, all those kind of things. Now that starts usually at earlier ages, and that's where the schools come in handy, right?
Yes, and that's another focus of this program is school health and early childhood programs. So with school health, they support physical activity by developing, implementing, and evaluating wellness policies. So they can go into a school, they sit down with the teachers, and they say, what can we do to help with make sure that people are eating healthier at the school, in the cafeteria, or exercising. And it was actually kind of neat. We did with public health a whole program with this Arizona Health Zone, and they did some physical activities with us, and it was a lot of fun. It was silly, but I was like, oh, I could see how the kids like this. Like they had one where they put a rope out and they gave us foam blocks, and you had 5 people on one side and 5 people on the other side, and you had to throw as many foam blocks over while the other people were throwing foam blocks back, and you were timed, and we were cracking up. It was a blast. So I can see how the kids do this, but this program comes into school and has very unique and fun activities that they help teachers implement. The other thing that they do to help support school is they improve nutrition and physical activity awareness through curriculum by supporting the teacher's curriculum, which is from the USDA. So they go in and they can help the teachers to better be prepared to teach that to the class.
Very good. Okay, so that's obviously, and then early childhood. What are some of the things that they do to support the earlier childhood, like before school?
Before school, they have the information, they have the education that teachers or parents can get the information. So it's just support is what the program does, and is able to, if you have any questions, if you're a parent, they have the rainbow plate, you have to eat the rainbow,
Right.
which is the vegetables and the fruits, and it shows how much and what a serving portion is. It's just trying to get, especially in early childhood, you want to get the child into a healthy routine,
Right.
because then that will last them forever. So that's what this Arizona Health Zone does. And they serve all of Navajo and Apache County, which includes the reservation. They service the prenatal, the early childhood to elderly, schools. They have different senior centers. They do stuff at senior centers. So if there's senior centers out there that want help in increasing physical activity or building joint relationships with different community gardens up here, they can help facilitate that. They are also, which is kind of cool, Whipple Ranch, they developed a community garden there. Hopefully, eventually we'll be able to get food to go into the cafeteria. So the kids are seeing it grown, and then they're taking it from there, and then they're eating it, which is really exciting. That's what you want to do.
Right.
Gardening is a lost art, and it needs to come back, because if you give it, what they say, if you give a man a fish, he eats for a day, but if you teach him to fish, he eats for life. And it's the same with gardening. So they support that. They work with community centers, parks and rec, ranger districts, grocery stores, community trails, like we had talked about, tracks. So
Very good.
they're very, very great for our community. It's a
For
good
more
program.
information, where can people find? Is it still the Navajo County
Yes,
website?
you can still go to NavajoCountyAZ.gov to find that. And if you are interested, the program manager at this time is Shauna Clements, and you can reach out to her. And we're here to support you so that you can create a healthier place for our community.
Cool. Now, we're going to give you links down below so you can find it. And if you want to drill down off of the Navajo County website, you go to the Public Health Services and then to the Nutrition Services Program. And also we'll list the telephone number for Public Health, which is 928-532-6054. Thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
So remember, as I always say, if I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the web.